Hey guys, so before we start the video, I do want to say that if you want to see the same video but in Spanish, just follow my other page, Navar Tech en Español. So first, this is gonna seem a little hard, but once you go through this once, it should be pretty easy to do. The most difficult is just the setup at first, and then after that, you should be able to just make any ringtone or any sound or music into ringtone or text tone. So the first thing that we need to do is actually go to your app store and download GarageBand. And I already have it here. It is, let's see, 1.6 gigs. So that's gonna take a little bit to download. And while that's downloading, we're gonna go to YouTube, and I looked up NCS music, so I don't get copyrighted. This is just no copyright music. You could do this technically with any song that you want. But I just looked up that song or that music, and I just click on the one that I want here. And then we're gonna go ahead and slide down and go and screen record. And this is gonna record the sound of the music. If you don't already have the screen recorder on your control center, what you're gonna do is go to settings and then go down to control center, click on that, scroll down and click on the plus button over here once you find it, and that should add it up here to your list of items in control center. And the next step is to add a shortcut that I have linked in the description below. And once you click on that, it's gonna shoot you to this page, and then you click on get shortcut and then click on add shortcut down here. I already had it, so I'm just gonna put replace whatever. Now we're gonna go into the Photos application and find the screen recording here. Click on the share button down here and scroll all the way down to where it says convert to audio. All right, so I have it on recents here, but I actually made a folder for the ringtones. So I just go to browse, go to iCloud Drive, and I put my folder ringtone here, then click open up here. And then now your video is converted to audio. Let's right here. And so you don't have to make that folder, but I did anyways. Just to clarify, it's gonna be under files, and then when I did browse, it's iCloud Drive, and then it's gonna be on that folder that I made for ringtones, and that's where it is. So now you have any ringtone that you want on there, or any video converted to audio in there. But now GarageBand should have been downloaded. So you go to it. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you're gonna get a slightly different menu than this. I already had it in my iPhone. So if you already have it in your iPhone, you might get this page. Just click on the plus button up here. And this is the page that anybody and everybody will see. So if you first downloaded for the first time, this is the page that you will see. If this is otherwise, you'll see it once you press the plus button. And we're just gonna go ahead and scroll through these and go all the way to audio recorder and click on voice down here. All right, so now that we're here, the first thing we're gonna do is disable the metronome. So you see this right here, just click on that until it's white, that disables it. The next thing we're gonna do is click on this that looks like a brick wall, and that's gonna send us to our project. Once we're here, you're gonna click on this little plus button, and then that's gonna send us to sections. So it is set to 8 bars on automatic or on default. And if you want to, you could set it to 30 on manual. But really what I like to do is just set it on automatic. All this is doing is just setting the length of your song. So 30 seconds should be good enough. But I think for most people, once you hit automatic, that might be much simpler to do. All right, so the next step is to click on this little omega sign here. So that's gonna shoot you to Apple Loops, which is basically just preset sounds and music that Apple has on there, some generic stuff. But what we want to do is just go to files and then click down here on browse, and it shoots me right to the ringtones folder that I made earlier. But if not, it's gonna be, you just keep on browsing until you find your folder. Okay, so once you find the sound that you want, you just go ahead and click on it, and it's gonna load into here. Let's see, there it is. And then you just drag it and place it down. All right, and from here, if you want to edit the song, you could go ahead and just drag it right here from the beginning to where you want, and then you could always preview the song up here. What you want to do is actually drag the whole entire thing back to the playhead, which is the beginning here, and then you could go ahead and preview the song, or preview the song, and see if you like it, if it's to your liking. If you want to go ahead and edit back, you go ahead and drag the whole song back, and then click at the very beginning and drag that back, and just play with it. You just gotta be precise onto your liking and whatever. See where you like it. Let's say I wanted to start right there. I just pause it, go back to the beginning here, drag it to right there, and then that's where my ringtone is gonna start, or my text tone. And by the way, if you ever mess up and you just want to start over, you could just go ahead and shake your device, and then this menu will come up to undo, and then it will undo what you just did. So once you have cut the ringtone however you want it, you can actually pinch to make it a little bit easier to drag the whole entire thing over there, and then just preview what you want to preview. And then you can also, again, you could stretch it out and see, so that you could be precise where you want to snip it at. A couple of tips to keep in mind is that if you're gonna do like a text tone or maybe even a ringtone, you might not want the full song or whatever you entirely recorded. So you might want to just do a snippet of this. I think this one is like 25 seconds that I recorded. You could just do it like about 5 or 10 seconds. That might be better. And another tip is that instead of shaking the device, you could just click on the back button here, and it's just gonna start undoing everything that you've done already. I went too far there, but since I went too far there, going back, I could actually shake the device and then do redo, and then I'll just bring my ringtone back. So once you have the ringtone to your liking, you're gonna click on this little arrow here, and then click on my songs, and then now it's gonna show it right here, and you're gonna go ahead and tap and hold on that. Scroll down until it says share, and then it's going to give you the option to make it into a ringtone. And then right here, you could go ahead and rename your ringtone to whatever you want. First ringtone, I guess, whatever you want. Once you name it, you're gonna go ahead and click on export, and there we go. So now I exported it to my ringtones. So now we'll go to settings and click on sound and haptics, and then go down to ringtones, and it's gonna be up here right at the top. If you want to actually use it as a text tone or any of these other ones, you just go to it, let's say text tone, and just scroll down to it says ringtone, and it'll be up here as well. So just name it something that you could go ahead and find it, but it's gonna be usually under ringtones wherever you go. So if you go to mail, just scroll down to where it says ringtone, and it'll be at the top. It'll be the 2 first, or 3 or 4, or whatever, how many ever you made. All right, and let's see. Let's go ahead and click on it. So yeah, it's working. So let's go to text tones. Let's see. It's on there as well. Another tip that actually didn't show on camera, but I'll show again here, is that if you make a ringtone and you don't like it, or you don't want it in your ringtones anymore, you could go ahead and just delete it. I actually like this one. I replaced the other one for this one, and you can't do that really with any other ones here, but anything that you make, you could go ahead and delete it. So there you have it. Now you could go ahead and set any song that you want into a text tone or a ringtone or mail tone, whatever you want. I am currently on iOS 16, but I do believe that this is gonna go into iOS 17. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this is a little difficult at first, but once you get used to it and once you do those initial steps that I did, like getting the shortcut and all that stuff, GarageBand and all that stuff ready, it's gonna be very easy to be able to make any song or any sound or any voice into a ringtone. So that's another thing that you could go ahead and screen record or get a video of somebody speaking and make it into a ringtone. That's another thing that you could do with this. And if you have any questions at all, just go ahead and put it down in the comments. I'm gonna keep on trying to make videos about cool features like this, other features that may be known but not everybody knows. And if you could give this video a like and a follow, that I would really appreciate it. And again, I have a Spanish page that you could go ahead and listen to the same video in Spanish, if that's what you want to do. All right. Thank you for watching. See you next time.